The English Parliament originated in the 13th century, when the king met with landowners and bourgeoisie in the court to parler, or negotiate power and money, mainly in the service of war in the solidifying state of England. As Charles Tilly explains, representative institutions generally first appeared in Europe when local, regional, or national governments bargained with groups of subjects who had enough power to inhibit the government's operation, but not enough power to take it over. In 17th century England, these noblemen, now called Parliament, claimed that the people, aka their vassals, were sovereign and had selected Parliament to represent them since prehistory. Thus, representation drag protected their social positions. However, Parliament, a collaboration between landowners and bourgeoisie, did ultimately threaten the king's power. In 1629, the autocratic King Charles dissolved English Parliament, only beckoning its return in 1640 to raise funds to squash a Scottish rebellion. Hungry to reinstate their power, the reanimated Parliament passed laws limiting the monarch's jurisdiction and a decree that it should meet no less than once every 3 years. 2 years later, pro-parliamentary forces defeated monarchists in the English Civil War. This confrontation elevated one legal fiction over another. Out with the divine right of kings, and in with the sovereignty of the people. In 1649, Parliament tried King Charles for treason and cut off his head. During the next decade, England became a commonwealth with no regent. Enlightenment ideals like freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of the press gained currency. Unlike in the medieval church, freedom and truth were not mutually exclusive. In light of these classical liberal developments in England, 8 North American colonies formed their own legislatures with laws protecting religious and free speech liberties. Roger Williams, founder of Rhode Island, offered sanctuary to Catholics, Protestants, Jews, and Muslims. New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania also welcomed Quakers, Presbyterians, and Jews. The concept of religious freedom for settlers is fundamental to the DNA of the colonial project. Speaking of which, one colonial lawmaker that wrote extensively about the nature of American government and society is John Locke.